All right, hello everyone. So we are live, and for some reason, the YouTube chat is not wanting to show here. So let me open up YouTube on a separate browser. That way, if folks are typing anything, I can actually see it. One moment. I am back. It has been a minute, y'all. I can actually, okay, I had to make that silent. Okay. It has been a minute. I'll go back and forth between the other browser just to be able to check in. It has been a minute. I hope everybody is doing the best that they can in the midst of this pandemic and revolution. I know it is a day by day, couple hour by couple hour, minute by minute thing, for sure, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So please be cognizant of that. Please be gentle with yourself. Please give yourself a lot of patience and understand that also some things may happen quite rapidly, and other things might really be taking much more time than you're used to, and that's okay. All right. Greetings from Dubai. Oh, hey, yes, yes, yes. Hi, Shireen. So please follow me though on Instagram because that's where I spend most of my time. Okay, so I actually did an Oracle Talks recently, and that is there. It's actually in two parts. So check that out on my IGTV. I'll be here for a little bit. I haven't yet, but I need to order uh, a, a tripod that can actually hold my new phone because I have the new Samsung S20, and unfortunately, it's doing the Apple thing where the charger, headphone jack, and the place for audio is at the bottom of the phone, which is annoying because then I can't use my current tripod. So I will be eventually getting around to ordering that soon. So until I have that, I'll do Oracle Talks here on YouTube. But once that's in, I really would like to shift over to Instagram now that they have the ability to directly save the file to my IG. And it's a lot easier to control the energy over there than it is here on YouTube, to be honest. So I won't shut down the channel though, because just in case there's issues with Instagram, because that does happen from time to time, I definitely want to still have this available. So still stay connected here. But yeah, I have been around. I just haven't been here on this platform. And also, it's just been a lot. It's just been a lot. So I haven't been too active anyway. Good afternoon, Brandy. Hey, Leona. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Okay, so what are y'all drinking today? I am finishing up on some matcha latte. Today I'm going to pull a color card and an ascension card. We'll do a little bit of a higher read today. We'll see what comes through. As an FYI, for anybody who, for whatever reason at this point, is still not on my newsletter, I am not taking new clients, most likely through the entire summer, to be honest, just because I don't have the capacity. I have a lot of students that I need to be giving my time and attention to, as well as alumni. So, and also it's summertime and I need a bit of a break. And also there's just a lot happening in the world and I need a break. So I love y'all. But if you go to my website on the book a session page, I do have a waitlist form set up. So please put your info there and you will be notified a week ahead of when I notify people publicly about and opening up my books. And I most likely will be shifting how I do sessions. And it still will be very limited. So it's going to be a first come, first serve. So if you're on that list, you get first pickings. High key, y'all might take up all the availability, right? Because it's going to be very limited. That I know. And then anyone who else is just not on that list, it's once I open it up publicly, assuming there is spots left, y'all will get the leftovers. So listen, I say that with love, but also boundaries and understanding that um, we have to keep ourselves right and tight. Now, I'm super excited to say that I'm going to be working with a virtual assistant because your girl is needing some additional support, and I'm deeply grateful that I'm even in that place where I can um, do so with that right now. So, um, I will be getting up the tarot course that I just did soon-ish. Definitely by the end of the month is the goal, as well as two other courses, which I believe I still have audio for. I don't have video for, but I'm not redoing them. So if I have the audio, I'll get those up too. And then those will be available as courses to take. Okay. So be on the lookout for those announcements on my newsletter as well as on social media. Ooh, matcha this morning and then ginger and elderberry tea now. Nice. Yay. Hello, hello. Yes, thank you. I love the abundance in my life too. More so because I love um, the glow up with family, right? As opposed to just on my own. Like I like blessing folks, and anybody that knows me, and also if you pay attention to my Instagram, like I stay promoting folk stuff because it's like we have to put each other on, we have to support each other. And that is my reality. That is my revolutionary practice. I don't just talk about it, I be about it. So there's that. I don't know if she's on here right now, but her name is Aisha Weber. So, Aisha, you are more than welcome to type in your website for your services. So, for anybody else who's looking for a virtual assistant, check her out. Okay. Yeah, super excited about that. So, yay. All right. So, let's get to it because I got lots of work to do today, a lot of admin stuff. So, basically, I have to get my shit together so I can actually like do what I need to do for her. Oh my goodness. Also, side note, if you didn't see on Instagram, one of my current students just got me this gift, the new Andre Leon Talley book, The Chiffon Trenches. I am so ready for the tea because he talks about like for real his experiences with these fashion houses. And I have a tangential experience just with high-end makeup. So I'm ready for the tea. I'm gonna be cackling this whole book because I already know he's gonna be coming for folks. So yeah, and also just supporting a Black man at that level. Like, listen, come through. If you have not seen his documentary, I highly recommend. It came out, I believe, it was either 2018 or 2019. And if you are a Black person, a person of color, I guarantee you'll probably end up crying by the end. Not that it's sad, but it's just you're going to resonate with a lot of what the experience is like being the first, right? And being different from the group. Yeah, but I really, really liked it. And I bought his, he wrote an autobiography, which I have. I actually haven't finished it. I'm like about halfway through. But then I saw that he also had this other book coming out. So I'm super excited to dig into that. Because I'm petty. Oh. All right. Let's see what color is best to support us for this week. Hope everybody had a great eclipse and not only eclipse weekend, but also eclipse season. We are finally done with that triple eclipse. We're still kind of dissipating a bit of that energy. So you might still feel wobbly over the remaining of this week and into next week, and that's okay. Like, please understand we just had an eclipse. It's not like a regular full moon. Please understand we just had 3 back-to-back eclipses. So, like, we've been going through in a big way. Very intense, lots of shakeups, deep healing needed. Yes, yes, yes. Let those tears flow. Get into those body exercises, stretches, all the things. Ooh, Pearl. Connect to the divine. Yep. Okay. Card number 25. So this says, Pearl is a special shade of white that calms, purifies, and promotes faith. It allows you to flow with life and connect to your divine nature. The color of personal integrity, truth, and loyalty, Pearl brings clarity, peace, and harmony into your life. To strengthen your connection to the divine, visualize pearly light. Use that with discretion, though, because Pearl obviously has a bit of that white ray, and there might still be some interference on that. So just FYI, I might say go more pearlescent, where there's a little bit more of that rainbow side of things. The exercise is imagine a ladder made of pearly light, or really pearlescent light, and begin climbing this ladder in your mind's eye. With every step, allow yourself to breathe in more pearly light, clearing your mind and releasing all density and heaviness in your body. Allow yourself to focus on purity, clarity, and the divine connection between your body, emotions, mind, and soul. When you feel like you're close to the divine light, open your arms wide to receive it. Say, Divine Spirit, I ask you to surround me with your healing light. Please strengthen my connection to your divine love and light. Breathe in this light and feel its fullness pouring into your soul until you feel whole. Then climb down the ladder knowing that you are loved, connected, and full of light. Cool. Bottom of the deck is Coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life. So this is a gorgeous color, which also might be good. Tropical sun color, right? So vibe with that if you feel like you need it as well, just for a little additional boost of extra. All right, let's see what's going on with these Ascension cards. Let's see who wants to be with us today. I think I'm gonna have to get a new, I don't have to, but getting a new deck would be good for more of the star races. So I will, I'll be looking into those. I believe, bonjour, bonjour, hi. I forgot what that deck is called. Is it the Work Your Light deck? I can't remember. Someone I know has it. I'll just ask them directly because I know literally one person that has that deck. More than one person has that deck actually. So okay, a whole bunch came out, but this one had flipped over the Ascended Master Retreats. So I'll read this because for those especially that are feeling extra heavy, this might be beneficial. The great masters of earth have had incarnations, mastered their lessons, and ascended. They are disciplined but compassionate, for they understand the challenges of being in a physical body. This is an invitation to visit in sleep or meditation those ascended masters from whom you wish to learn. In their retreats in the inner planes, they teach their they teach their skills and knowledge to students. You can absorb this at an etheric level and start to bring the wisdom into your life. If you feel a resonance with a particular ascended master or with particular ascended masters, ask them to guide you. So that may be needed for folks, but let's get one clear. Flip. It's about to get extra warm here in the Southwest United States, so definitely stay cool, folks. And actually continue to drink tea because hot liquids actually help your body regulate temperature better than cold. I know it seems counterintuitive, but continue to drink your tea. I got a Threads of Fate deck. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a gorgeous deck. Oh, so Earth wants to talk with us. Okay, mother. um, I'm not even gonna read this because I can't with this person and her cards, but I'll keep this up. Y'all know I just, me and this deck. It serves its purpose though. No shade. All right, so take a couple deep breaths. We'll see what Mother Earth wants to speak to us about. It's probably actually a lot about connecting and working with her, but we'll see. Oh, it might be some ancient Earth timeline stuff. We'll see. What cards are best? Let me switch decks. Try to do at least 5 deep breaths. Relaxing into the physical body, not projecting energy or consciousness out, staying grounded. The body is the representation of your, you came right in on Mother, right? The body is the physical representation of the divine marriage between Earth and your soul. Okay. So the body is an altar. You have many altars. The body is one of them, yeah? And it's the most important. It's the receiver and the transmitter of messages, energy, etc. Okay, so let's see in general what what Mother Earth wants to speak with us about in general, and then we'll get into action. 3 of Wands is how she's showing up. All right, so what's the topic? Six of Swords. Let's see our role as it relates to the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is balance and protection, but also connection and syncing up with her energy as well as balancing the fields. It's also general, y'all, this Nine of Pentacles. That and the Queen of Pentacles have been coming out a lot. So this is daughters and sons of the earth, but also having needs and desires met, being in sovereignty. She has the Knight of Swords, her function in this. Oh, I think this is a protection thing. So she's actually able to do a lot more protection than you may be allowing her to do or knowing to ask her to do. Okay, Fortune is the physical manifestation, and then the heart of the matter. 8 of Swords. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a little bit more esoteric. Well, I also pulled the Ascension card, so it will be more esoteric. But the timeline shift that already happened, and which is we're having the repercussions of now, right? And it's been going on for the past couple months, basically since spring equinox, for the most recent shift. Because obviously we have like these little bumps, but like spring equinox, there was definitely like a big shift. In the midst of that, there is a lot of warfare. So for those of you who are sensitive or in the know, you already know what's up. But she, again, like I said, is able to provide a lot more protection than you may realize. Okay, so this energy of the six, which is basically the hexagon in a two-dimensional framework, this is also the cube. But basically like the four directions all around, above and below, right? Or the four directions all around and then in front and then back, whatever. There's just protection in that six energy and that geometry, but also just flat out being deeply connected to her, because she's showing up as this, fighting the battles on our behalf. Because at the heart of the matter is, yes, interference. But she's protecting. Okay, so let's see. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands, so this is definitely about protection. And defenses in particular, like she has a lot more defenses that are in play. And that's available to be used. So let's see what we need to focus on for the week ahead, because we're going to have our third quarter square moon on Saturday, and that's going to be in Aries. So we will have a moon Mars conjunction, because Mars obviously just went into Aries. Yikes, okay. There is major interference going on right now, y'all. But she's got us, though. So ask for her support first and foremost, in addition to your regular, angels, guardians, and all that kind of stuff. So this is how we're showing up Ten of Swords. What we're facing within the environment is the devil. And this is something that got exposed with the new moon eclipse in Cancer at that 0 degree. Now, this is how she's showing up over us in terms of protection. So just all the resources, all the power. So lean on Mother Earth for protection, Gaia for protection. Because, yeah, King of Swords. All right, so what she's telling us to be paying attention to is the Five of Pentacles, which in this deck is called Worry. I'm going to get clarification on this because this can mean a lot of things, not necessarily a bad thing. This is, especially because our action is the star, which is essentially moving in the direction of the new, what's next for us. The 5 energy is a transition energy, so it's a moving into. The 6 is more so what I feel, especially if we already have the 10 of Swords. It's like you got to keep pushing forward and know that whatever the resistance is coming up, whatever random things are coming up, that's the devil energy or dark energy that's being dealt with. And that's just going to depend on, you as a person. So wherever, yeah, there's that, is going to be different for different folks. Okay, so this might be a toxic relationship. This might be toxic family member. This might be a self-sabotaging habit that you are bumping up against because you are stretching in terms of shifting your belief systems around money, around caring for your body, those kinds of things, right? But also there is definitely a spiritual warfare component for sure. For sure. But instead of, again, going up and out, stay grounded in the body and in the connection with Earth, and ask her for protection on those higher levels. So the strategy with this star energy, but also shifting of consciousness too, is the Tower. So that's what also is giving me that sense of like, this is a moving forward, like keep pushing forward, even though this is showing up. Because this energy is big mad, but things already ended and you're in the process. So remember, I think I said it on the last Oracle Talks or the last check-in on IGTV, about how there's some parts of our lives we're like fully on the new path, other parts we're still kind of in that liminal stage between the ending of a cycle, so that 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands energy, and the beginning of the new, which is the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Like not all of us has like fully come onto the new, which is natural. Like it takes time to literally migrate all of you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually into a new behavioral pattern, especially if this has not been the way you've been operating for even the last couple of years, right? So if you've done any kind of healing work on yourself, like, nothing happens overnight, especially not just 90 days, because we've only just had 90 days from this timeline shift. So manage expectations around that. It's going to take some time, and most likely will take this full next 6 months because of the eclipse cycle that kicked off with the new moon in Cancer. And the devil is Capricorn, right? So anytime we have an eclipse or the nodes in Cancer or Capricorn, the other is automatically being triggered. Okay. So this is the eclipse is a recent past, that 4 of Cups, but the mid-range past is this Emperor. So this is the divine masculine energy, both literally within that template, and that's primarily what's coming through for me, but this also could be the embodiment of this in terms of either your behavior with another or someone else's behavior with you. But the divine masculine is also that protective energy as well. So technically, okay, in the 3D context, like literally like 3D space, the masculine energy, like this is the 4. So in 2D, the masculine is the square, and the square is actually the symbol for Earth, right? But the 2D is the square. The 3D version of the masculine is the cube. Okay. Now that's technically that would be an 8, but if you're seeing it from the side for those 6 directions, you would just see that. But you get what I'm saying, right? Oh no, I'm thinking of the points. It is only, the cube is 6 sides, but it has 8 vertices. Yeah. Wow, I just had a moment. Having to shift into left brain was like, that took a lot. Says the math major in school. Yeah, so 6 faces, 8 vertices. And 8 is the energy of the sun. but that's octahedron. That's something different because that has a 10 and 12 association. Anywho, the bringing online of that, and that again is naturally embedded with the planet Earth because she already is in a new place of sovereignty for her. Okay. Hey, Alina. So she also holds that capacity again to have and facilitate greater protection. The long-term past energy was this Two of Cups, which is that balancing of the divine masculine and feminine within. And I'm saying this is really more so internal. This is not other people because pretty much everything, the bulk of the cards out here, or at least half of them, are major arcana. Okay, so it's not really another person. This is like soul. When there's spiritual interference at this in this kind of way, especially with the earth, this is more of an individual soul-based thing. Okay, so it's not a person. And at this point, unless there is like literal direct spiritual warfare that you know of with a person, it's not going to be an individual. Okay, so, and if you're dealing with a relationship that is toxic at this point, like literally at this point, why? And how have they made it this far? Because the universe has been stripping folks who are toxic, which can include you. Because if you've been a toxic player, you would have been stripped out of somebody's life. So it's not always the other person. It also could be you. Let's be honest. We are both victimizer and victim. We are both oppressor and oppressed. To be clear. Yeah, but no, we're good and we have protection. So this is how we're showing up. The central energy is the 10 of Cups. So we have double tens here. Underneath that, the 6 of Wands. Underneath that, Judgment card. Underneath that, the Magician. Like, we're good. We're good and we're safe. We're protected with her. We have to keep moving forward, though. Keep moving forward in the direction of what the new is. And wherever there's going to need to be necessary release, because some stuff, if it is truly new, you're going to have to let go of. Now, the letting go doesn't necessarily have to mean that, like, okay, so I'll use the business stuff from me as an example. This tower energy for me is just if it's going to be a tower, but this is strategy as opposed to like what's happening to you, right? This is just a break in a way that you have been doing things. So I have been doing things on my own administratively, right? And I'm invoking this energy, these two together, to create a new pattern of behavior, which is to ask for help and to delegate some of those admin responsibilities to somebody else. So tower is not just like destruction and decay. It is also a breakthrough into something new to facilitate the new container that is coming. And again, if you watch that North Node and Gemini video and the summer solstice video, or no, North Node and Gemini and the Divine Lovers, that message came through big about this new container. So it's not that even necessarily, although there's still negative interference, but not everything in terms of patterns from the past are like bad. They're just not big enough for what's next. So you just have to like keep moving forward and make a shift, because again, this 5 is going to a 6. You have a bigger container now. So you need to be showing up differently, especially when it relates to managing resources, whether money, whether business, whether time, whether relationships, because it's Pentacles, so it's the practical matters of life. Okay? Keep pushing forward. Not racing forward, but keep taking the step that is for you to take. Yep, my most toxic situations have been released. Resolving things with my kid's father still needs work. understandably. Still working on an internal release of a difficult traumatic ending. Yeah, that's going to take time. Going to take time. So, well, yes, just incorporated that delegation today. That's awesome. Yes. See, and that's that beneficial use of this energy. So please always, when doing all of your work, remember that release and healing and everything is not because something is necessarily bad. It's just, is this serving what is here now or what's to come? And it's either going to be yes or no. Yeah. That the patterns that worked in the past have to expand and release. Nice. Okay, so let me clarify or get more information about this Five of Pentacles. Yep, this is beautiful. Seven of Pentacles, which is talking about mastery in the physical world because it's Saturn and Taurus. Harvest. This, if you've been with me for a while, so Seven of Pentacles is my assessor card. So it's both harvest as well as making subtle changes, subtle adjustments to have a bigger return next time. So it's not a starting over. It's a shifting of tactics and processes and investments so that your next harvest is going to hit at the 8, 9, or 10. So, yes. Again, that Tower energy shifting as it relates to the practical matters, and the Three of Cups, the celebration. So this is positive. Move in a direction of what's next for you, and you're in control with the Magician here. Remember, when you're at the beginning stages of a new shift, a new path, especially this year, because it is it's year one of the 33-year cycle of Saturn Pluto. Okay, so as I've talked about before, how we are choosing to show up, how much we are looking to really shift how we are orienting ourselves, what we are allowing to be as part of our new contracts and agreements with people, places, and things is essentially what we are saying yes to for the next generation of our life, literally the next 33 years. And it's not about so much about the what, but the how and the why we're engaging with that. Okay, so these are the seeds. Let the seeds stay in this space, regardless of this, because point blank period, Mother Earth, Gaia, is handling shit. And it can handle a lot more than you might think. Let's see, the star. Let's see. I've watched my own habits and really watched them melt away in the past weeks. Awesome. Yes. One of the things I hope that has been happening for folks, if you have really been doing your work, is that there's less resistance to changing behavior now than it has been in the past. That you're hopefully not as tied. And that might honestly be more so a function of the fact that Neptune has gone direct, because I find that when Neptune is, retrograde, I find that when Neptune is retrograde, there's less emotional stuff we have to move through in order to take action, which is why I really like Neptune retrograde during its transit in Pisces. That's going to be a different story when we get into Aries, which will be a couple years down the road. But I think the time period when Neptune is retrograde is a great time to be taking those stretches without emotions overwhelming us. Yeah, much less resistance. Awesome. Yeah, clear sense of awareness. And that might, again, be a thing for folks who are more water-based in their chart. But I love Neptune retrograde and Pisces. I'm just like, oh, thank you. Because I've been needing a break. All right, so the clarification on the star was the Four of Cups and Empress underneath. So, you know, this Empress has been coming here too. So what makes you happy? This is the Lord of blended pleasure. Underneath that Empress is a 10 of Pentacles. Listen, what is it that you need to focus on for this next 6 months? That's the only thing that you need to be situated on, because this is the last 6 months before we shift into the new Saturn cycle in Aquarius. So, and that's that next 2.5 years once we get past winter solstice, essentially. And I believe, if I remember correctly, we have an eclipse literally a couple days before Saturn does move into Aquarius. So I believe the eclipse is on the 14th, and I believe it's in Sag. And then Saturn and Jupiter have their conjunction and have shifted into Aquarius, I believe, on the 18th. So, and then a couple days later, we have the winter solstice. So, beautiful time is coming. So, staying in that place of, especially if this is the center, y'all, 10 of Cups. That's why the devil stay mad. Let him be mad. And also consciously choose to integrate the new divine masculine template that Mother Earth Gaia has. Right? Masculine is on the right side of the body, feminine on the left. You can also look at that at the DNA side, whatever you, however you want to look at that in terms of your energy field, but consciously engage with that process as well. I'm just getting clarification on this devil. Yep, Ace of Wands, Hermit, Five of Pentacles. So this is showing up just because of this new path. And if any of you have done a cleanse before, you know, if you're doing something that's like really there to like do some transformative work, especially in the intestines, you know, initially it's a little rough because you have to get started, and then you're like chilling through the bulk of the cleanse, and then you get to like the parts, the bacteria or whatever that have like been hanging out for a while and are really comfortable and that are going to fight because they're not trying to bounce. That's essentially what this is right now. But the thing is, the battle pretty much has already been won. You just got to keep moving forward and finish the rest of the cleanse. You know, if you're taking medication, antibiotics, finish the rest of the antibiotics, regardless of whether or not symptoms have, regardless of if the symptoms have subsided after the first couple of days, do the whole thing. Because doing the whole thing is going to knock this out. So you can get the roots out. Bottom of the deck, Tower. Yes. Tower defeats. This comes after the devil. And again, you already got double 10. Okay. Let's get closing guidance from Mother. There are lots of ways to connect with Mother. You can connect with the trees. I'm going to use a different. Let's just reset these cards. Okay. So this is important over this next week to be doing this work. Nice strength card. I'm going to get 3 cards out. Three of Pentacles. Keep striving, keep pushing, y'all. Not rushing. Again, take the step that is for you to take. Nothing else is being asked of you. And then 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups at the bottom. So strength is what has been in place for us, or what we've been doing to get to this point. 3 of Pentacles is where we are. Again, this Three of Pentacles is personal. Do your work. Take action. This is self-promotion. Self-work. Five of Pentacles, things are shifting in the direction of this. Underneath this, Ten of Cups. Ace of Wands, underneath that. Emperor. That transition will happen. That transition will happen. Cool beans. All right, so I can take a few quick questions for open Q&A. Basically for the next 14 minutes. I will be stopping at 11. So type in the chat if you have a quick question you want me to tap into. Reset these. What's going on with Aquaman? I mean, that's a broad generalization. I don't know what's going on with Aquaman. There are men who are doing their work and men who are not. So men who are not doing their work are going through it right now. This is me caring about men not doing their work. It's just like, at this point, it's like, listen, you got to deal with whatever you need to deal with. I can't be bothered. We'll have some guidance on how to move in the mediation with my ex. Is this about custody? Or are you in the middle of a divorce? What's this about? I've been contemplating trying online dating. Is now a good time for that? Will it be successful? Brandy, for your natal chart, is the do you have Sagittarius in your 5th house? Listen. If you have Sagittarius in your 5th house, and that means that the South Node would be going through that house, which would be an indication that relationships or dating energy, not relationships, dating energy would not be good at this time. Like, you most likely won't have success there because the South Node dissipates energy. It doesn't build energy. Yeah, so that's the thing. And so if the bulk of Sagittarius is not there, then there's no hindrances energetically for it. So that's the thing. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you have Sag in the 5th house, dating is going to be rough. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just the South Node is dissipating energy, so it's difficult to like have progress there. So don't take it to heart. It's not to say that you can't still put yourself out there, but if you're expecting that to shift into a relationship, it's highly likely that that's not going to happen. Okay. It is what it is, and it's not going to be there forever. It's just a 1.5-year transit. And again, it's going to depend on folks' chart, but in general, if the bulk of the house is Sag, once the nodes shift into Taurus, Scorpio, you'll not have that negative impact on the house. So it'll be fine. Let me just see. Taurus is in the 5th. All right, you're fine. There's no hindrance on the dating. You do have Uranus, though, in that 5th house. So Uranus will bring folks in and out quickly. For me, it rules integrity. So there might be a lot of, rapid passion and intense connections. However, they would only last if they're actually beneficial. And with the North Node going through that 6th house, the revelation about their intentions will come out much more quickly. So that's good. Things look fine energetically for this. Just take your time, be steady, do what you have to do. Whoever the mediator is, I like this for the Queen of Swords. Change is happening, and then ending with the Ace of Cups, like it's beneficial. So, and whatever is being resolved, it might just be resolved within the next 2 months here with the Two of Pentacles at the bottom, or it might take through the rest of the year because this is Jupiter in Capricorn, and then I got Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. But I'm not picking up negative vibes. Just, take it slow. Both of these are slower moving energies, but they're definitely positive. Like I'm feeling positive with this energy. I know it's not fun, but I don't get the sense that like anything's going to be unfair. This feels pretty balanced. All right, anything else? You are welcome, Brandy. Oh, it's your 5th house overflow. Well, that might explain some things too. Yeah, it can be frustrating because trust me, I went through that transit recently, so it's not fun. But it is what it is. Thank you. Not fun, just wanting clarity and worked out for my kiddo. Of course. Yeah, it's not fun, but honestly, it will be karmically balanced. It will be clean. It will be good. I know dealing with kid stuff is never, but this remains positive. This remains positive, so I like that. Judgment will be fair around this. Basically, the person who's would be making judgments in the mediation will make a fair judgment for both parties. So it's not it really truly is impartial, not leaning for the interest of any person, really like centered and balanced for what's actually going to be best. So those kind of situations I like because it means that no one gets to really feel like a winner because it creates wholeness, right? Anyway, finally, because it's been too long. Yeah, is the custody battle. I mean, I could see it being along with that Scorpio card. All right, 5 more minutes, folks, and then we're out. Are we good? Au revoir. No, just terrible parenting experience. Okay. Have a great day, Overflow. Oh, let me type in because I don't think Aisha is here. So let me type in her website because I love putting folks on aishaweber.com if you're looking for a virtual assistant. We are being mediated by a friend to get things ordered and organized. Oh, okay. Well, That's cool. All right, if there is nothing else, I will bounce. If there is nothing else, I will bounce. You're good? Okay. Awesome, y'all. So have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Take it easy. Stay hydrated, especially if you are feeling energetically overwhelmed. Honestly, just stay really hydrated, i.e. minimum of 8 cups, 8 to 9 cups. Like just really support your body in moving emotion as well as detoxing. Also, we're in summer, okay? So your body needs a lot more hydration than you may realize, especially if you're in a place where the temperature is increasing. That is one of the reasons why you might also be tired as well. Okay. Cool. All right. Love you much. And God willing, I'll see you next time.